Drinking Bros. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
Nights of White Satin!
Nights of
White Satin.
Moody Blues, baby!
What is that?
What?
Who the fuck is that?
You don't know Nights of White Satin?
Come on, dude.
Oh
You don't
my
know Nights
God,
in White
Rocco!
Satin?
What the fuck?
You don't know this song.
No. What is that?
It's Nights in White Satin, dude. It's Moody Blues.
Cause I love... Oh, here it is. Oh, we got another verse. Listen to
I'm listening.
Yeah.
You have to know Nights in White Satin.
I don't.
There's no way.
You've never heard this song.
Never in my life.
Those violins. More, 'cause I
love
love
you.
you. Yes,
Yes,
I love you. No? Nothing?
Nothing.
You don't know Nights in
Rocco!
White Satin?
Nothing at
Come
all. I don't know what the
The
fuck
Moody
that is.
Blues.
I don't
Come
know.
on,
I don't know what that
Rocco.
Oh my God.
It's like you only know the soundtrack from
Just
La Bamba. Anything
cut off your own
beyond that.
music dick. Just cut your own music dick off and mail it to fucking Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, or sell it to Apple. You know, sell your music dick to Apple. They're buying everything these days. Welcome to the show, kids. Welcome to Drinkin' Bros. Yeah, we got a good one tonight. We got a hot one. We got a hot one fresh out of the oven.
Nights
on
of
this
White
show
Satin
tonight.
kind.
Yeah, a little Nights in
Talk
White
about the
Satin,
Crusades.
A little
That's what that song's
Randy
about, right?
Watson.
It's about the Crusades.
No, it's about bed sheets. It's
You're
about
shitting
bed
me.
sheets. No, dead
Oh
serious.
my
The-
God!
the,
This whole time I thought it was about the Crusades.
A lot of people thought it was about the KKK, so it could have been worse. It turns out him and his girlfriend bought new white satin sheets. They ended up fucking on it, and he wrote a song about it.
I hate
So,
satin
you're welcome.
sheets, by the way.
I don't even know
I
what
hate
that
'em.
feels like.
It's a weird thing.
No,
It's kind
never.
of like it's like a water bed to me.
You like
I don't really
sweating 'em.
understand it.
It's like
Yeah.
sleeping in plastic.
Ew.
And look, you don't need to sweat any more than you do, Triple J.
I sweat a lot.
You're good.
I sweat a lot.
I don't wear silk
And
fucking
you
boxers
got those
either.
you get those meat sweats going, and it's
I eat a lot
lights
of
out.
meat. You know, I eat a lot of
Yeah.
meat. I eat raw
Hey,
meat.
I
eat a lot of
you know
raw
where you
meat.
get- You know where you get that meat from?
Uh-oh.
You get it from carnivore.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Cannibal.
Come on. You know what time it is. It's Carnivore Club time. It's not dick joke time. It's Carnivore
Rocco
Club
will
time.
cancel his subscription once they supply bear meat because you know how much he loves bears.
He does love bear meat.
He's the bear
I don't know-
pleaser.
You brought
He's the
the
bear pleaser.
You brought that up.
Rocco
I'm
the bear
just saying.
pleaser. Carnivore Club. Please
Carnivore
don't
Club,
have
look.
bear meat.
I don't know if they have bear meat, but what they do have is some goddamn tasty salami. You can put it in your mouth and go all the way up or down with it. You know, you can do whatever you want with it. But no, we take this meat seriously because meat's extremely serious, and Carnivore Club takes their job seriously when it comes to finding the best fucking meat out there and sending it to you once a month.
It is,
if you're
Ross,
not-
it is really cool how they find their meats. Like,
It is.
they
It
literally
is.
go to small batch meat processors, ask them about their own personal recipes, and then they
Yep.
buy in bulk. Like, especially, they've bought a lot from the U.S., and that's fucking awesome.
Yep.
Because it
They're
gives
it-
gives
yeah.
guys like that are hunting, that are coming up with their own shit. It gives them like that national exposure. I think it's amazing. I think
Yeah.
yes, our boys over at
okay.
Carnivore Club. You guys are fucking awesome.
So look. If you're not already a Carnivore Club member, you need to go to the club that'll send you flavors of cured meats like jerky and salami that you didn't even know existed and definitely didn't know you were going to get a boner for. I mean, for real, it's a new box of meat every month. Cracking that package open and diving on in like a young Ryan Lochte will make you feel like a little tiny king. Carnivore Club hunts through the country, just like Jared said, to find the most talented people making awesome meat products. They send you a collection of their best stuff once a month. And if I could shove it through the fucking microphone into your mouth, I would. Go check it out at carnivoreclub.co and make sure you use the promo code Drinkin' Bros to get 10% off your order. Somebody's choking up Carnivore Club over there.
That's
right now.
me.
I
I'm
can hear it.
sorry.
Yeah. Go to carnivoreclub.co. And again, use the promo code Drinkin' Bros. Get 10% off your order. And man, we're huge fans of that. We're huge fans of them.
Yeah, we are.
But we're also look, if you're having some meat, you might as well have a tasty beverage with it. The only thing that's going to make your beverage tasty is a little packet of Strike Force Energy.
Yes.
Yeah. God damn, liquid in a tiny little tin pouch. It is liquid energy drink, 0 calories, 0 sugar. You should get a subscription of it on their website. Go to strikeforceenergy.com. Have it shipped to your house, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to have one packet. You're going to get addicted. You're going to wish you got a subscription, and you didn't. You should probably just go ahead and get that subscription now and save yourself the fucking time. We all have a subscription. It's good for pre-workouts, workouts, late-night fuck sessions, late-night jam sessions in your garage with your band. That's definitely going to make it. You can pour it in water, you can pour it in sodas, you can pour it in beer, you can pour it all over your friends. Pour it all over your friends and family and get wet with it. We love StrikeForceEnergy.com. Type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros. You get 20% off of every order, and they ship all around the world, dude. All around the world, the same Strike Force. Yeah, same Strike Force, dude.
Great song.
And we got a couple more that we're huge fans of. You know old Kenny Gunter, dude. It's got a company called Tartarus Ordnance.
Kenny better be ready for those commercials that we're gonna produce.
Yeah, man, the 70s porn commercial.
We're gonna yank those yellows and reds up in post. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna be grindhouse up in this fucking house.
Hell yeah, it is. So we're go to tartarusordnance.com. That's TARTARTUSORDNANCE.com. And get some home defense ammunition. Get some guns. They deal arms. They got every fucking thing you need over there to make you say, I wish a motherfucker would. And type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros. You get 10% off of everything in the store. That's including the guns. It's including the fucking guns.
Damn.
And if somebody does break into your house and they're beneath your feet and you're standing over them with your smoking barrel from fucking Tartarus, why don't you have a smoke yourself? Why don't you have a cigar and celebrate?
Yeah.
Celebrate yourself being a man. Go to warfightertobacco.com. That's www.warfightertobacco.com for all your premium cigars. They are handmade in the Dominican Republic using only quality Cuban seed tobacco. They're all about cigars because they're real men. They don't need fucking hookahs over there. And they're also soldiers. They're 100% combat veteran owned and operated. And their cigars and other cool shit can be found at warfightertobacco.com. And type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros. If they don't have a promo code, demand it. Say you listen to the show and you want your goddamn cigars with a discounts. Big fans of Warfighter Tobacco and all they do. And you know what else we're a big fan of? Not because I wrote it, not because a lot of people are saying it's the next book of Scientology. A lot of people are saying that could be the next religion I have in my life. And that's a little book called At Night She Cries While He Rides His Steed, the first ever romance novel for dudes, a.k.a. the funniest book ever written. Should there be a religion about it? You bet. Should you sacrifice some kind of animal after you read it? Of course you should have. But you should also find a hollowed out tree knot and maybe stick your dick in it. Because that's how excited you get reading At Night She Cries While He Rides His Steed.
Yeah.
I wrote it. I did the Audible. It is everywhere you want it to be. And everything I said about it, Simon & Schuster probably hates, and that's why I fucking love it. Go get it. It's the most dangerous novel ever written by the most dangerous man alive, Ross Patterson. And while you're reading it, pour yourself a nice, hot, steaming cup of Black Rifle coffee. Go to blackriflecoffee.com. Get all the beans, fresh from here, made in the States, made from the hands of Evan Hafer. Don't get your coffee from 30 Colombians down the street. Get them from a little man in Utah who's probably committed some war crimes. Kidding, Evan.
We're just kidding.
But
Evan.
it's the
We're
best
just kidding,
tasting.
Evan.
You know, I'm kidding. Evan's so small. He's probably not dangerous. We all know that's not the truth. It's the little ones that'll take you out every time. But go to blackriflecoffee.com. You get 20% off with the promo code Drinkin' Bros. And they also have a subscription, same as Carnivore Club and same as Strike Force. Type it on in, get yourself some, and while you're drinking that coffee, snuggle up in a nice cozy tea. Go to drinkinbrospodcast.com for the sweetest T-shirts you will ever find in the street. Or let's say you're single and you're having a lot of sex. They're great catch rags. They're really good catch rags.
They're soft on the skin.
Soft on the skin.
Very soft on the vagina.
Yeah, you can roll them up, wipe, and then chuck them in the dryer. They're not going to shrink. Go to drinkinbrospodcast.com. Get your sweet teas. Look, folks, I'm not going to lie. We've been drinking here tonight. This show might get weird, and we might go off the reservation. I got a call earlier from Jared Taylor about a will. Jared, do you remember that phone call, which you called me about earlier today?
Yeah, I do. I mean, do you want me to talk about it?
Well, you offered to give me your own head, so I think you should. I think you should describe it to me. You said, "Hey, man, if I die, I'm going to give you my fucking head," and I was like, "I'm sorry."
That's so
I'm
funny.
gonna will. So legitimately, I'm working with my lawyer now. I'm willing my head to Ross under the circumstance that he makes my skull into a cup that he drinks out of.
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
Dead serious. So this is a real thing. Jared calls me, and by the way, this is a sober conversation at 2:00 in the afternoon. He goes, "Hey, man, just driving down the road, thinking about you. Want to let you know I'm going to will you my head." And I'm, what? He's like, "Dude, I'm going to, after I die, you can chop off my head, and, I want you to have it, but I want you to make it into some type of chalice or goblet to drink out of."
That's a good.
So you're always drinking
That's
out
so
of
funny,
Jared's
dude.
It's
skull.
hilarious.
I think it's hilarious. I mean, and if you get honored with something like that, you have to drink out of that all day long.
You're part of the Drinkin' Bros.
Yeah,
and you're a godfather of the Drinkin' Bros. If in the event we die first,
Can I have your femur?
yeah.
Okay.
By the way, who do you think is gonna die first out of this group, out of the four of us? Matt's not here. He's making sweet vids in Nashville. Who do you think? Who's the most likely? I think Jared's gonna live the longest. Actually,
Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm a close probably first or Matt.
Yeah, I would say I'd put you in the onesie twosie. I'd probably be in that threesy range, and then I think Jared's gonna live forever. I can see you wrapped up in some bear skin out in the woods. You can adapt to different habitats easily.
Yeah, I can. I'm resourceful.
Yeah, I think the rest of us, the other three, have gone a little too hard. So I think you'll be the last one, but I think you'll be in your 90s where it's like, shit, Jared's still alive?
Jared's
fuck.
still alive. What's he
You know what's
doing?
funny though is if you think about our generation in 90s, think of the media that exists from 70 to 60 years prior. So my grandpa was never able to show me videos of him younger. I mean, I barely got
you're right. You're absolutely
grainy photos, but I mean, even now, 40 years from now, I'm able to show a great grandchild a movie. This is when I did movies.
Oh, hey, this is when I did a movie my best friend got his dick ripped off by a zombie.
That was my idea, by the way. What do you think of it? The grandpa, we're only 16. It scares me.
I've thought about this a lot too, by the way, because somebody today posted on my Facebook page. There was a movie I did called Pool Boy Drowning Out the Fury.
I'm well aware of that.
Yeah, one of the greatest films ever made. St. James Street James is the character I play. But somebody posted, I was doing a reverse standing up 69 with a girl in that movie. Just as when a UPS guy comes to the door, and I'm like, oh, hey, I'm sorry. And I signed for the package, and they put that still frame up on my wall today. And all I was thinking was, I was like, holy shit, that's really funny. The old St. James Street James, standing up reverse 69 will get you every time. That's what I replied back. And I laughed about it for a good hour. And I was at the office, and then I was like, wait a minute. I have a child. Someday he's going to watch that and be like,
Jax
holy shit. Jax, my son, is going to go, oh, fuck. My dad was doing a stand-up reverse, 69. Nobody was doing that move back in the day. And hopefully I get
pioneered that move.
I get credit for that. Yeah. I want to say that I'm the first, but I don't know because I've never seen the other footage of it.
Explain to me how that. What's the reverse? Just break that down exactly.
You could go to his wall and look at the photo.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll break it down for you, Rocco. So what it is you're holding a woman upside down.
Yeah.
She's going down on you. Obviously, her box is in your face,
right.
And then but you're just holding her, so you're kind of. Yeah,
it's 69 just standing up.
Yeah, it's
vertical
it's
69.
Vertical 69.
Yeah,
So
you never see that move. It's a move.
The move was done.
Seldom used.
The move was done in a porn back in the day by this white girl named Devin. She was hot back in the day in a Vivid porn in an elevator. And that was probably the first time I've ever seen it. Yeah, and that's probably in, I'm going to say that's 98, 99. So.
All right, so Devin beat me.
Yeah,
Devin beat me, but maybe I'm the first one to do it in a fictionalized movie.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
That's a sweet scene because by the way, the next scene is me having sex with that woman in front of my grandfather who was in World War II.
Yeah.
Her own grandpa. Her own grandpa who was in World War II.
He's like, yeah,
he's watching her.
He's watching. He's giving her praise.
He's giving her praise.
Good lift.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not only that, but I'm surrounded in this bedroom by 8 pictures of myself staring at myself having sex, which is awesome. And then her grandfather's in a rocking chair next to the bed.
Well, I'm already experiencing like weird shit with the next generation.
Yeah.
So let's establish right now crowbar separation of the sex in front of the grandfather to the next topic I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
But like my oldest daughter has an Instagram and she follows you, Ross. She follows Jesse. She comments on Jesse's shit. And she refers to me as JT, which is really weird.
Yeah. No, I know because she
How old is your daughter, by the way?
She is about to turn 12.
She's messaged me. She
messaged Matt.
Yeah.
She didn't realize I'm the one behind that
you're
inbox.
right. She did message me, and she said, "That's my dad in that movie." Holy shit, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
And she was like, "I love when you call JT fat," and I'm like, "What do you mean JT, motherfucker? I'm your dad."
You mean dad?
Yeah. I'm not the character of JT. I'm
but
your dad.
It's funny because this is new to her, but for Charlotte, she
grew up with it.
Charlotte watches Matt on her iPad. Like she knows how to pull up the songs on her iPad already. And she'll even run into the room and say, "Put on Matt Best," because she wants to listen to the music. I know, it's fucking weird.
She calls him by his full name too, because
Matt
we all
Best.
do.
Yeah, Matt Best.
Well, that's a Caitlinism.
Yeah. Matt Best.
And then she's seen herself in the movie, and she always goes, "Uh-oh, Charlotte's hurt."
Wow.
And
she's so funny, dude.
Caitlin wants me to make a video of her reaction to Range 15 because it's really fucking funny. Because she goes, "Oh, there's Evan. Oh, Evan, boo boo."
Definitely not for kids. I want to preface this by saying that
no, not at all.
Definitely
She's just
not
been
for
around
children.
while we were.
I could see your youngest daughter being in the X Games.
I and that's what I think is she is growing up with this weird reality because she sees us on the big TV out in the living room all the time because she pulls up the music, she pulls up everything. We have watched movies where she recognizes, she loves Deadpool and Isaac Singleton.
Again, not a fucking movie for kids.
Isaac Singleton is in Deadpool.
Hard
and
R.
then I'm FaceTiming with Isaac Singleton. So then she walks up and is like, "Who are you FaceTiming?" I'm like, I show her. And then she's like, "Oh, Deadpool." She bridges that correlation. So it's everything she sees on TV, she sees in real life almost in her world. So I'm wondering what that's going to be like growing up.
When are you going to start showing her A Clockwork Orange? When are you really going to go to Casino, A Clockwork Orange? Because right now you're 2 for 2 on hard R movies that parents should not let their children see. At that age.
I mean, Madison always was around us when we watched crazy movies, and she doesn't curse. She's not a shitbag. She gets good grades.
She turned out all right?
Yeah.
Does she listen to the show?
No, not at all.
Okay.
There's too much. There's too much info.
Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot going on here.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's
when JT told this story, shut up, Madison.
By the way, that's the other thing with these podcasts too is these will live forever. So it's
forever.
Shit.
I know, man. I know. Your kids will know how weird we all were.
In a positive way, though, at least they'll know something about us where you're like, oh shit, I think
it's funny, dude. With my kids, I don't ever my kids are pretty old. Not older than me, but in the sense where they're older, dude. I have a 13-year-old turning 14. I have a 10 turning 11. So it's different, man.
Yeah, but your oldest recently discovered how popular you are.
Right.
Because her teacher
Right, because their teacher
pointed it out.
Yeah, a teacher pointed it out. And so
Really? What happened there?
because on the Black Rifle Coffee commercial, the one we did where the kids were running out of the house doing pretty much an airborne op.
Oh, yeah.
And then
That got like 10 million views, didn't it?
It was like 11 million before Facebook wiped it out, and we had to re-upload it.
Why did they wipe it?
No idea,
They
man.
had a huge glitch.
Yeah. So either way,
okay.
so she goes to school, and two teachers told her like, "Hey, that's your dad?" And she goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Huh, awesome. I'm a big fan of your dad." And she's like, "What?" You know what I mean? So she trips out like her teachers are fans of me, and they're nerds. And she was like, "They're nerdy people, Dad. I don't know how they're fans of you." I was like, "Well, they're obviously not that nerdy because that's the world they know."
Yeah.
You know. So it's funny.
It's really funny. You should date a teacher, Rocco.
I should date a teacher.
Dude, all your problems will be solved at that
Imagine.
point.
But it's funny,
Yeah.
man, because I'm really upfront with this girls. Like the girls, I'm really straightforward, no bullshit. They pretty much know my life. Obviously, if it's inappropriate, they're never gonna, they're not gonna see that. But I think by the time she turns 17, 18, 19, and ends up trying to hear some of this crazy stuff that we've done, she's kind of like, yeah, I could see because Dad's just Dad. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
been very honest. I haven't made it seem like I'm a saint. You know what I mean? She knows I make mistakes like any other human being. So. I hope that it's not going to shock them. I think she's more entertained by the fact that people know who I am.
Yeah, I don't think it will, to be honest with you. Now Jared's case is a little different. Obviously, he's showing hard R shit at 2 years old, but I think me and you will be fine. But Jared, I think Charlotte might come back and get you in the middle of the night.
I doubt it. No. I mean, you know what's cool though is like last night. Every night when we start to go to bed, I'll log on to Amazon Instant Video to kind of see what I want to watch for the night. And when I logged on last night, Charlotte immediately goes, Batman and Superman, because Batman vs. Superman was out for purchase last night. And I was like,
Oh, was it
fuck,
really?
I
Did you
want to
watch
watch
it?
that.
Yeah,
So
did you
I
watch
bought it, and then Caitlin went out to the store, and Charlotte and I sat there, and she was like silent, sitting with me, watching intently for over an hour. Like, and I was just explaining to her. She's like, "Where's Batman? That's Batman right now. That's the new Batman. It's not Christian Bale. That's I've got Ben Affleck is now Batman. I'm sorry, sweetie. It's confusing, but
Yeah.
that's Bruce Wayne." And she's like, "Okay." And then we're watching, and then as soon as he puts on the suit, Batman, and then Superman's flying around, Superman. Like she loves Marvel. She loves DC. She loves all the Iron Mans.
That whole universe.
She loves all the Iron Mans. She loves all the Avengers. I mean, honestly, you would be fucking surprised because a 2.5-year-old would point out
She knows the shit.
Samuel L. Jackson and go, "It's Nick Fury, Daddy."
Yeah, she knows the shit.
Well, look, Samuel L. Jackson's also in every single movie, so it's kind of.
But she knows Nick
kind of
Fury.
not that hard.
That's
Yeah.
impressive. That's impressive. She knows the
that
name
is.
Nick Fury. It's not just Iron Man. It's not just Captain America.
Yeah.
I mean, she literally sleeps with a Captain America plush doll. She has a 12-inch Captain America action figure in the car that she has to hold when she's in the car seat.
Wow, that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. But hey, so Rocco,
Yep.
Is there anything that you want to do that you can't do because you have kids? You want to travel somewhere? Do you want to do some crazy shit anymore? That you're like, I got kids, I shouldn't do this.
Man, it's funny. I used to do a lot of dumb shit as a kid when it comes like trying to be like an X Games kind of guy. Like I'm scared of doing stuff like bungee jumping and skydiving and shit like that because I'm like, fuck, man, my kids without me, dude, I don't want to see the world that looks like. You know what I mean? So I try and be cautious about not doing dumb shit. Like I want to buy a motorcycle. I have a motorcycle actually. I just haven't ridden it. I haven't gone on it.
Right.
I'm probably selling it. You know, because of the fact like. I'd hate to die in a way where it's like, man, the kids are left
Yeah, where
hanging.
you could have prevented it.
right,
Yeah,
right. Because
yeah,
because
yeah.
I want to entertain myself. You know, like those are things that I wish. And having four kids,
I'm the same way where it's like, dude, crazy shit where you're like, man, that used to be, and then you're like, why would I do that? Like,
Yeah.
I'd just be an asshole.
Right.
And I mean, but if you went out that way too, then somebody else has got to explain like your shitty death to the child.
right? And they're like, really?
why
that's how you
fucked up.
did it? That's how you?
Yeah,
fucking
like
went out?
why you were a Darwin Award winner, where you're just like,
I know, man. That's
yeah.
that's and traveling.
That's the way I feel.
Traveling's hard with kids, dude. So just even traveling, man. Like I'd love to see more places, but buying 4 tickets and mine, it's like fuck. That shit turns into an expensive fucking travel, dude.
Well, that and it's like I'm sure you're probably checking to see if everybody's having a good time and all that stuff.
Yeah, you never really get that vacation. I haven't had a vacation for myself honestly in a while. I'm actually taking off to Dallas for a couple weeks, and I think that's gonna be probably the first real vacation I've had in a while where I'm not doing shit because the guys are gonna be.
What are you doing in Dallas?
Well, the guys are going to be doing the USO tour, so I'm going to be going out there. I just got a bunch of Lead Slingers whiskey cards. I'm going to be just kind of going bar to bar, but really nothing. Like, I have no schedule. I'm going to go there and hang out and just do shit. I'm going to try and catch a baseball game. I have a softball tournament scheduled out there as well. And, dude, it's just going to be my time to just kind of kill 2 weeks while these guys are gone. I'm going to, like I said, I'm just going to find shit to do. But while I'm there, if I stop at a bar, I'm going to drop off some Lead Slingers whiskey cards and talk to them about the business. But it's really just kind of like my first real vacation, man.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, dude. So
that's
pretty
awesome.
Excited. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while. Me and my lady try to get away for different shit. But I'll usually try to schedule it like a work meeting in.
Right.
We're going to we're all going back to Ohio State for the first game of the year. I went to Ohio State University. But there's a range 15 screening the night before. You know what I'm saying? So
nice.
It's like,
yeah, exactly.
All right, there's still some work, and then working on a couple different books. So I got to go see my agent in New York. But we'll try to schedule something cool.
I'm doing the same. I just don't have an agent. I'm working on a lot of books. I just don't have an agent.
Look, if you complete one, give it to me. I'll give it to my agent.
Sounds good, bro, for sure.
No, I'm serious. It's just about finishing. That's all. That's all it is.
Yeah, just get the work done.
Yeah, just get one done, and then whatever that one is, and then you move on to the second one. Otherwise, you'll be stuck in a quagmire of shit. When you're doing 3-4 different ones at the same time. Just knock out the first one, and then because an editor and all that shit will give you notes if it's any good. I can give it to my fucking peeps. Look at that, dude. You're working out during the podcast. We're making deals.
Yeah.
We're making business happen. Business happen. What about you, Jared? Have you given up anything, or you've only gotten crazier, man? I feel like last time I was in El Paso, you took me up in a helicopter ride in 50-mile-an-hour winds. So you definitely haven't chilled out at all.
No, I haven't gotten crazier. I just never change.
No, you really didn't. But I will say that day in the helicopter, holy shit.
That wasn't even the worst, bro. I've been in worse. Like, trust me. I've been in some where it kicks that tail. You're trying to fly between the fucking hangars and shit, and it's scary to me because it's slamming that tail left and right.
Yep.
Yeah. And we all know how you are with slamming that tail.
Dude, I always get terrified. Like when we do those videos and I'm in the back seat of these things, and as much as I enjoy being in a helicopter, it's like I always feel like I've done this already, dude. Like stop doing this. You're gonna get fucking. One of these days, we're just all gonna fucking go down in this ship, dude.
It's gonna go down, and it's gonna be like, oh, that's how they died.
No, that airframe though is notorious to be able to crash and survive through.
Yeah.
Even if you're in the back, if you tuck up, like because it's that egg shape. It literally crashes and rolls, and you've got guys that served in Vietnam that survived over 20 crashes in that airframe. 20 crashes, like
shit.
Yeah, because you're strapped in and shit. You smash into the earth and it just rolls like an egg, and it doesn't break. Whereas Kiowas like OH-58s and shit like that. Kiowas were notorious when they crash, the transmission smashes through the cockpit and kills the 2 crew members because of the way that it's configured. Whereas that OH-6 platform is very safe because of the way that it's designed.
Let me ask you this: when's the last time you were on vacation?
Fuck, I don't know. 2007.
Where were you?
That's what I'm saying.
I went on a Carnival cruise with my first wife.
Yeah,
I love Carnival cruises, by the way.
Dude,
I used to have a timeshare and I lost that in my freaking
I was
divorce.
poor as fuck.
Where?
Carnival cruise like tricks you.
I had one of those traveling timeshares, man, where you just have the points. It was actually what was it fucking called? I can't think of the goddamn name of the fucking hotel, but you buy it at the hotel and pretty much anywhere where that hotel is in the United States. It was every year you have to spend a certain amount of points. And so I ended up going to Branson, which is the fucking worst decision I've ever made.
Branson, Missouri.
Yeah, it was.
The riverboat.
Right.
So the thing with Carnival for me is...
Yeah, did you have fun on that? Did you not have fun on a Carnival cruise, you fucker? You sad fucker?
Well, I mean, I was with my first wife, and she was
boring?
a
A
douche.
snooze?
She was a douche, man.
So you didn't have fun. Where'd you guys go?
We went to
you
Cozumel.
the Caribbean?
We went to Cozumel. And
Where else?
No, that was it. You just from Miami to Cozumel and then back.
Because the last Carnival cruise I went on, we went to Cozumel, Jamaica.
No, we didn't do Maltese.
And
It was
one
just
other
one.
islands. Yeah, there was 3, and it was like 7 days, and it was
And
it was a blast.
You get on the cruise, and they give you that like fake cruise credit card, which it like
It's
halts
amazing.
You. It
It's
halts you from,
amazing.
dude. I mean, I was an E4 at the time. I had to literally call my bank to get off the cruise to up my credit card to pay for the final bill, because you don't realize when you're charging
No.
this fake card.
It
Like
seems
you
like
have
Monopoly money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have no
Yeah.
track of money, so you're just like, yeah, more drinks. Fucking buy some for all of them. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't know this card. Fuck it. I'm not getting a bill.
That's so funny.
And that's the thing about the cruises that I love, where you're as soon as it leaves, they give you like a little half-hour speech about like drowning or something, or it's very Titanic-ish, where you're like, all right, great. And then you immediately you were released to go fucking party in
to
the
just
wild.
do whatever you want. Yeah.
Dude, there's a casino there. There's endless food, endless drinks, endless
So,
waiters.
I got-
it's
I've
sunny.
never
There's
been
a
on
fucking
a cruise.
pool.
I got two funny
it's
pieces
amazing.
of that.
It's
Number
amazing.
one, my first wife was like douchey. This was the first time we had ever been alone since we had our kid, and she refused to fucking bang on the cruise.
Wow.
So I was pissed.
What?
I was like, this is the first time we've been alone, you retard. We've never been in a fucking room by ourselves for the last
You went on only Jared T-Bone Taylor can go on a bangless cruise.
And then
Damn.
number two,
A bangless cruise.
By
Damn
night 3 of the cruise, though, I was offered a job on the cruise to come and play music at one of the bars on the cruise. But I was active duty at the time, so I was like, damn it. The music director was hanging out with us because what had happened is I brought my guitar, and by the third night, we had more people out on the deck just singing with me than we did inside some of their bars. So the music, the entertainment director was like, who the fuck are you? And do you want to work for us? I was
Oh, my
like, God,
Man.
that would be awesome.
Jared, that could have been your life calling. I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, but
you
it
might have missed out on your life
No,
calling.
it would have sucked me in, and I would still be on a Carnival cruise. I would still be playing at a small Carnival cruise bar every night.
What's wrong with that, Jared?
Nothing,
You could have
because
stopped. You could have stopped at a different island every night. You could have French your name, because all those workers are foreign.
Yeah.
You could have been Gerard and Solid.
It's hard to
that
do
would've
when
been
you're
awesome.
singing Irish music, though.
Was that what they wanted you to do? Was sing Irish music?
So funny.
Yeah, because I was singing all the Flogging Molly shit, and everybody was outside singing with me and stuff, and it was cool. They were
That's
into it.
great. Ours went with on the last cruise I was on, the Carnival cruise. It was like a reggae band who played every single day. But
Do you know what they were called?
I don't know the name of them, but here's what I do know, because you can get absolutely trashed. And again, you got this plastic
I'm gonna
card.
send you.
Money is.
I took like band photos of the reggae
Yeah.
band on our Carnival cruise because I was, an aspiring photographer at the time. I'm gonna send you those pictures and see if it's the same band.
Dude, because I by the way, I left out of Miami and Cozumel was one of our stops. But on the fucking cruise, you get house, you have that card, it's endless money, and you're like, dude, I'm gonna live forever. This is amazing. You're getting drinks, you're eating all day and all night because there's chefs, all of it, and the food is taken care of. I will say that the food is taken care of. You pay for the drinks. You get house. You go to a country for a day. You come back and you're like, oh man, I don't think I can party the next day. And all of a sudden, around 9 a.m., all you hear is that steel drum, ting 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 ting, and you're like, your head pops up,
I'm in.
and you're like, oh shit, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fucking party again. Like, let's go on that. We're on a Carnival cruise. Let's get nude.
It was cool.
And then you go back out poolside.
Kind of.
Yeah, you order a bucket
I went
of
with a couple.
for you and all your friends.
I went with a couple friend. So like, one of my best friends, and then his.
Did
wife
you guys swap? Did you guys soft swing?
No, because they went on this thing and they were like, "Fuck it, we're on Carnival Cruise. It's rabbit time." So I just had to hear about how much he was banging out his wife, and then I was not.
It's rabbit time. Bro,
Yeah.
we
I was like,
fucked all fucking night. I didn't hear your room
like,
really banging it out, bro. What happened?
We would be like, "Hey, you want to go get something to eat?" "No, give us an hour. We're in the middle." And I'm looking at my ex-wife or wife at the time, like, I hate you so
you're sitting
much.
in there and you're hearing them fuck, and
Yeah.
you're just like, "Fuck,
And
dude."
meanwhile,
not only that, but they're fucking to your CD. That
I'm
you mixed
playing.
for them.
I'm playing music on the deck, and there's all these single people there that are just like, "Are you here with anyone?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Sorry to say.
Yeah.
Sad emo Jared came out. Sad emo Jared came out. Yeah, so on the carnivore, carnivore. I still got the meat on my brain. On the Carnival cruise, you get to know the wait staff really well and the people who work there. We had a waiter, this guy who was from Croatia, and we were partying with him, every night, like sneaking him shots and shit. And we were like, "Hey, man, do you get a night off on one of these cruises?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "When you guys are in Cozumel, I get the night off." And we're like, "Dude, why don't you just roll out with us?" He's like, "Oh, man, are you serious?" And I was like, "Hell yeah." So he comes out. There's 9 of us. There's 9 dudes. He comes out with us. We get him so fucked up and we're introducing him to girls and all this shit. There's a bunch of American girls there. He goes bug fuck the entire night. Well, at the end of it, you've got to get back on the boat and check in at a certain hour, or the boat leaves and you can't get on. And then you're stuck without your, all your shit in some weird country, and it's your own responsibility to fly yourself home. So it's getting close to game time. We got to be back on this boat at 11. It's 10:30. We're getting ready to hop into a cab. This guy's making out with this girl, this blonde girl, and we're like, "Hey man, we got to go back." And he turns to me, just grabs my arm, and he goes, "I'm never going back. I think I've found exactly what I was looking for." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" We had to pull this guy back, literally talk him down for a ledge. That's how fucked up he was. He told me that he was ready to give up his whole life in Croatia and start over new in Cozumel with some girl on spring break.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's legit.
What I love. That's the magic of Carnival cruises, though. That's the magic
never
of
been on one, dude.
Those whole ships.
I've followed fucking dragon trails like that before, just to see what happened at the end.
Man, the fun one that there's 2 that I've always wanted to go on, by the way, because I'm like deep underneath and I'm super white trash. I want to go. There's a Kid Rock cruise that happens every year. Dead serious.
We need to do the Drinkin' Bros cruise, by the way.
Control. I know. We should do our own Drinkin' Bros cruise. The other one is Skinnerd. Skinnerd has a cruise with the Doobie Brothers. We get Jamie, Kaler,
Brian Callen. We get all of our boys. We get everybody. We get all that remains, and then we just fucking headline the cruise for 7 nights. It's the Drinkin' Bros cruise. It's the greatest party ever.
And you have bands play every night. I know we've talked about having our own cruise before. I think we should really fucking do it.
I'm going to see if I can take a meeting with Carnival.
That'd be fun.
Who do those guys go through?
No, they're actually like 3 people hit us up on Drinkin' Bros podcast Facebook page, and they were like, "Hey, we do cruises." We get thousands of messages, but I forget who they were, but 3 distinct people were like, "Hey, we can book this and make this happen. Just let us know."
I want them to email me because I want to start talking, because I think 2017 summer, this is going to happen.
I do too, because we're getting real close to 500,000 listeners a month. Show's growing rapidly. I think it'd be a blast to get everybody out and see how fucking crazy that shit gets.
Yeah, that should be fucking wild. We'll get sponsors to sponsor
this
shit.
We'll get
Strike Force. We'll get
there.
Strike Force on the cruise. We'll be smoking some of those cigars. Man, that would be a blast. Black Rifle can wake us all up in the morning, dude. Yeah, we can get some Warfighter tobacco on that shit. It'd be great. That would be amazing, actually. Summer 2017, let's do it. We should go to a couple countries. Rocco, have you ever been to Puerto Rico?
I have been to Puerto Rico. Yep.
How is it?
I liked it, dude. It's actually, if you're gonna go like on a cruise and party, that's the place to go, man. That's a good nightlife.
How's the DR? Everybody likes the DR
Never
too.
been
I've
there,
never been
dude.
there.
Never been there.
Really?
I've never traveled a lot, man. Only went to Puerto Rico because my dad fucking has family there, so.
I've been down to like Jamaica, the Bahamas, all that stuff. Jamaica's a blast. I'm not saying I smoke weed, but if you do out there, and you give your cab driver an extra 20, they'll let you cut it off the vine and take it home with you. But shout out to Big Roy, the cab driver. But Jared would have loved him. He'd be playing Xbox with Jared right now. Dude. Yeah, we should plan that out and really doctor it up. Rolling Stone did a really awesome article on the Kid Rock cruise, and it was one of the greatest things ever. Kid Rock goes so fucking hard on these cruises. I think he was just openly doing rails in front of the reporter, and he was just like, "Bro, you've no fucking idea how hard it is to do what I do, every night, like to rage this hard." And Kid Rock was hanging out with people in the hot tub and shit. Like, they all knew him. They were calling him by his God-given name, his birth name.
Really?
Yeah. So it's they know Kid Rock, and he does it every year. And the people know each other from all the other cruises, and they all wait for this cruise every year. Same with Skinner. Skinner does it. But we should have a Drinkin' Bros cruise.
We should. Absolutely.
That would be a nice one. That would be a really, really fun time.
Oh my God, it would be great.
Yeah, it'd be a fucking blast. Jared would be in a '90s band. We could get you playing every night after we did our.
Oh God, we would do it all. We would have a karaoke competition.
Yeah, it would be.
A
amazing.
karaoke.
It would be amazing.
Oh, dude, a karaoke contest would be awesome on the cruise. It'd be great. That'd be really fucking awesome. Well, hey, on that note, dude, this was yet another good one.
Chill, man.
We're way early. We are way early.
We're not that early.
Yeah, we are.
We're good.
We're not that early. Because we got a Drinkin' Bro of the week that's is really cool. We don't get to enough girls. We should. This one was submitted by Lindsay Haney. She says she writes into the Drinkin' Bros podcast fan page on Facebook, and she said, "I want to nominate my grandpa, Benny H. Sr. For Drinkin' Bro of the week. He passed away in 2002, but in his memory and legacy, they live on every day through his loved ones, and I know damn well he'd be a Drinkin' Bros listener if he was still here today. He fought in Battle of the Bulge in World War II. He fought in Battle of Hurtgen Forest. His company was the first to cross the bridge at Remagen under General Patton. Forgive me if I pronounced that wrong. Not General Patton, obviously, but she says he was an old school badass. He chopped wood to stay fit and ate a bologna sandwich every day of his life for lunch.
That's awesome.
Which is fucking rad. We don't go into stories this long, but her story was really cool. She said she recently got a tattoo for old Benny, and she calls him Old Benny. Like, she calls her grandfather Old Benny, which I like a lot. And he deserves every bit of the recognition he has or ever will receive. Thank you so much for doing this and leaving his name. So to Lindsay Haney and your grandpa Benny.
Cheers,
Benny
man.
Haney. Cheers.
Outstanding. That's so cool.
And so I would like to. Do you guys? Were your grandfathers in the military?
Yes, both of mine were.
One of mine was, yeah.
Both of mine were as well. What did yours do, Rocco?
He was in the Army. I don't know much about his background. I know he ended up getting kicked out, so I mean that's why it's. I don't know. He just got kicked out. He's probably a knucklehead. But my other uncle was albino. They didn't let him in.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, my other grandfather, he was an albino, so they didn't let him in.
Is that a thing? Like, you can't be an albino, and that's like a real thing?
He had really bad vision.
It's the vision.
Yeah, sensitive eyes.
So they weren't throwing him out for the skin.
No, it's just what comes with that is a lot of the guys have very, very sensitive eyes. So he had really bad eyes. It was hard. Him and one of my aunts went to blind school. So they had to get that. That's why. So they couldn't get in.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Jared?
So my step grandpa, my my dad's mom's current husband, who's been around for a long time with us. He initially joined the Army, became a paratrooper at 15 years old, went to war, got found out, and then sent home at like 16, 17, and then he rejoined the Navy and then went back to war on a ship.
No way,
yeah.
dude.
Wow. Wow.
And then my dad's real father, my dad's biological father, was, I believe he was Navy for 4 years. He just did 4 years and then got out.
My, let's see. So my grandfather on my mom's side fought in Korea, the Korean War. He flew planes. My grandfather on my father's side was in the Navy and submarines for World War II. And my great-grandfather enlisted early. It was when birth certificates were written in pencil in the early 1900s, so he erased it so he could go in at 15 years old. So he went in at 15, but I don't know what he did. He just always had crazy stories. But yeah, to all the grandfathers out there.
To all the grandfathers, cheers!
We never ever cheers for the grandfathers.
For the grandfathers.
But hey, thanks for joining us. One of the things we always get here on the show is that you enjoy our songs, you enjoy our ditties. I know Mr. Matt Best brought it up once upon a time on the show that I did some songs of my own. So I figured tonight we'll let you go with Boobie, Tassels, and Tangerines.
Yeah. Oh shit!
It's an old hit of mine from the past.
We're
bringing it back, dude. It's a little throwback. Little throwback Thursday.
Spin that record, DJ.
Yeah! Boobie, Tassels, and Tangerines for Rocco, JT, and Ross Patterson. We are out of here. Good night, everybody. I like Boobie, Tassels, and Tangerines.
Boobie, Tassels, and Tangerines. That's what we call the American dream. Don't want to be rude and don't want to be mean. Hell no. Just like Boobie, Tassels, and Tangerines. I like Boobie, Tassels, and Tangerines. He likes pick and roll, so I set high screens. After dunking on fools, we like to eat ice cream. He likes the colored sprinkles, but I like the pralines. When we hit the strip clubs, we don't like to be hassled. We like to sit by the stage and look at Boobie, Tassels. A girlie came over with a bag full of apples. We only like tangerines with our Boobie, Tassels. Yeah, Boobie, Tassels, and Tangerines. That's what we call the American dream. Don't want to be rude and don't want to be mean. Hell no. Just like Boobie, Tassels, and Tangerines. I'm drinking Clos du Bois, it's a Sauvignon, and every single place I go, these girlies know I'm a star. I see this girlie dancing, her boobies like jelly, and just like BJ sing, my putters up to my belly. Pulled out some tangerines, the girlies awed and oohed. Now let's pause for a moment and just bounce like a kangaroo. Yeah. Check your heart rate. Boobie, Tassels, and Tangerines. That's what we call the American dream. Don't want to be rude and don't want to be mean. Hell no. Just like Boobie, Tassels, and Tangerines. I smoke on grass in Wimbledon, I got more green than Augusta. And when these fools see my tangerines, they know I'm a hustler. The little oranges are tiny, but you know they expensive. And when I eat them in my bins, girlies pay me attention. We came back to my crib, I got a bedroom like Lincoln. Getting nude with tangerines is straight up what I be thinking. She said, you're my king, and this is your castle. It's time to get naked with some Boobie, Tassels. Yeah. Boobie, Tassels, and Tangerines. That's what we call the American dream. Don't want to be rude and don't want to be mean. Hell no. Just like Boobie, Tassels, and Tangerines. Yeah. Let me see them Boobie, Tassels swinging in a motherfucking clockwork direction.
I like to give a shout out to the whole state of Florida too. The Citrus State food. Yeah, I see you.